Hey guys, the section of violence here. Let's get into the results from Ares FC, and let's get into the results from Cage Warriors. So Ares FC wasn't the best spot for us yesterday. I saw some good spots, and they were about to cash, but due to fluke fluke stuff we can't control, they didn't. So yeah, let's go over that. So let's go into Ares FC. Ares FC. Ares FC. Okay, let's get into it. We're gonna make this really quick so we can get through them, you know, not too, get through them fast and not take too much time out of your day. But yeah, let's go. So first, let's start with a robbery. Jawani Scott stuffed literally most to all the takedowns of Tamir Azizov, and the ones that he didn't stuff, he got right back up. He was one landing all the effective shots. He outstruck him by over 100 strikes. And this was just a blasphemy decision. The fact that it was a split decision was pure bias. And then when he got the win, I was just in utter shock. There's nothing much you could say about this other than it was disgusting. Very unfortunate for Jawani Scott. Now 1-1 in his career, should be 2-0, but it is what it is. Judges ruining people's career, just as how it goes. Apparently in this sport, it's really unfortunate. But let's move on to another bullcrap decision win, or not decision win, but decision by the official instead this time, not the judging. So in the midst of Pavlos Natidias playing the ground game, he went for a leg lock, and when the guy went to kick out, like hitchhike out, Sasai and Gagov hit him illegally to the back of the head like twice. And then when he got better control because the guy was giving up better position because he was hurt, he landed two more shots not to the back of the head, and then one or two more shots to the back of the head, which made the guy release the leg, and the guy just followed up with the finish. It was so unfair that the ref didn't jump in after any of the back of the head shots, not even a warning. He gave him actually a warning. He gave him a warning, but he kept doing it. So there you go. Just it was a really rough start to the night. Definitely set us back a few units, like maybe one or two, but wasn't happy about that. But yeah, moving on, we had Yusuf Benate. I had Yusuf Benate. I was really high on him. I was thinking about making him a 3 unit max, but that striking from Mikhail Pion had me a little worried. And because he's a little older, I should have thought this was going to happen and the size difference. But I didn't know. I didn't know what to expect. The guy's 0-0 in his career. I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, Yusuf Benate came in and he delivered with his debut. Beautiful finish. Teeped him right to the body. He couldn't deal with it. He saw that he was hurt. Nice straight cross into a right knee. It was beautiful. It was beautiful finish. Beautiful sequence. He almost got hit with an illegal knee, but luckily they let him go through that because the guy was already finished, no matter if the knee landed or not. But yeah, moving on. We had what was it? We had Leopold Gold versus Mehdi Sadi, and boy was we wrong. He was outclassed in every single category. Mehdi Sadi just beat the crap out of Leopold Gold. It wasn't even fair. Like I was so wrong. Just because of the layoff, I didn't know what to expect, and man was I wrong. I should have had more faith in Mehdi. Mehdi is a beast. I'm gonna pick him more moving forward. Leopold Gold, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say. He'll beat Cans, but other than that, I don't know about anybody high level. But yeah, moving on. Our MVP of the card, Turpal Usanov. He fought a pretty gritty striker. He gave us some problems in the first round with his striking, but once we got him to the ground, it was pretty much the beginning of the end. The guy did not have much to do. Much. He didn't have much off his back. He had some get-ups, but they weren't very good. And Turpal quickly brought him back down. He came out like a guns blazing in the second round, got him down right away. But yeah, this time when he got him down, he made a statement and he finished him. He cut him right over the eye, really hurt the guy, and guy caught a turtle, and that was it. Beautiful win for Turpal. Very happy. He won a beautiful. Actually, no. What am I saying? I'm thinking of a completely different fight. Sorry, guys. Turpal was in a really interesting fight. A lot of scrambles. He was trying to take the control time, and he was winning on the control time. But in round two, during one of the scrambles, he latched up an armbar, and he capitalized on it. And Jacob being very inexperienced had to tap. I think Jacob's gonna have a good career, but he has a lot of holes. So, but he's still game, so that'll pay him. That'll do him well in this game. So yeah, big win for Turpal. Very happy. Cash some parlays for us. 3 unit max. We'll get into that in a second. So another place where we got really wrong here, we had Ioni Razafjarson because Rizlan Zulik showed an absolutely putrid performance during the last fight, and even she said she didn't look very good in her last performance. It wasn't a shell; it was a shell of her former self, apparently. So it apparently this is herself, even though it still isn't good. She still won, beautiful performance, unanimous decision. Ioni Razafjarson is absolutely terrible. They're both cans except Rizlin's game. That's the only thing. She's game, but she's not good. What am I gonna do? It's women's MMA. It is what it is. Moving on. Our 3 unit cash, person who cashed in this first round, Ibrahim Man absolutely destroyed Yasin Najid. It wasn't even fair. Um, yeah, the striking, his striking still is very weird, but it is what it is. He got the win. Very happy with his performance. I don't recall it too perfectly, but I'm pretty sure he had a really competitive like minute or so, and then he just dominated from there. But yeah, great performance. 3 unit max cash. Really happy about that. Moving on to one of our biggest swings, or one big swing. Daria Zelnakiova. About like man, like I had a lot of stake in her. She was 7-0, beat a former UFC girl, beat some pretty good girls on the regional scene, and then she faces a jiu-jitsu girl with some good ground and pound, and she's a nerd too, and she couldn't deal with it. She beat her up on the feet, but the minute it hit the ground, she had like nothing on off her back. She couldn't do anything. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I should have read that. I mean, couldn't really read that, but it is what it is, guys. Like I can only do so much. I just put too much units on her. That's the only thing I could say. But yeah, moving on. Apparently, I got lucky here. Laureano Staropoli with a great, not great performance, but a performance. He was really working the boxing. I thought he was landing the more effective shots, but I can see what they were saying with the grappling, and Damiani was really pushing the pace sometimes. But I don't know. I'm kind of biased for my guy Staropoli. I thought he was landing the more effective shots. Hurt him at a point, I think, too. So, but yeah, Damiani has a right to be upset, but it is what it is. They're both 11-5. So I cashed some parlays with Staropoli, so that was very good. Very happy about that. Would have actually cashed a 3 unit max, but we'll get into that in a second. Moving on to another fight I got really wrong. I thought Jackie Jean, the comeback king, was going to have another comeback after a tough first round, but turns out he couldn't survive that first round. And man, Virgil's prospect, he absolutely dominated Jackie Jean. Jackie Jean isn't no slouch. He's pretty good. So I'll have to keep my eyes out on this guy. But yeah, Jackie Jean definitely is off my radar for now. Moving on. I can't even comment on this fight because I couldn't even really watch it. I was so annoyed. Or actually, no, I was training. I couldn't even watch this fight. But yeah, Pietro Piani apparently delivered some illegal elbows, ended in no contest. I had Valentin. If he would have if that would have been DQ, he would have won. So it is what it is. Moving on to the main event and the reason why we didn't win the 3 unit max. Fucking fruit fly. Man, Lapilios, I thought he won the fight. He was far more effective, landed more damage. He was better. He was just a better striker. He got up after every takedown. I just feel Damian Lupius won that fight 49, 46, 46, 47 even. You know, I mean was trying to was a game and he was there, but I thought it was a clear win for Damian. Whatever though, it ends in a draw. I didn't lose any money, so I can't complain. That's uh that's it for Ares FC. So let's get into Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors, man, Cage Warriors. Ugh. We're into what's it called? LFA time. I know, but let me get this out of the way for you guys. Here, just to make you guys happy, so I stay up to it, so you guys know I'm not just sitting here doing videos. Okay.
So she made the whole thing, amateur bar, have kickboxing, highest level kickboxing.
I don't want to hear them. Anyways, let's start with the bottom. Adam Shelley versus El Hadji Niadé. El Hadji Niadé is one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. He has no ground game other than wrestling, a little bit of wrestling. Even then, his wrestling isn't good. His striking is very rudimentary. Adam Shelley made him look silly in there, and Adam Shelley isn't very good as himself. So it is what it is. Good win for Adam Shelley, but freaking that was hard to watch. We cashed a 3-unit max with him on a live bet, so can't complain. Moving on, we had Oban Elliott taking on Sean McCormack, and boy, I didn't know how big Sean McCormack was until they fought, because that was a big man, and Oban Elliott muscled around that big man like he was nothing. So I'm credit to Oban Elliott. He is truly a gangster, but I do see some holes in his game. I definitely do. He doesn't like kicks and people that pressure. He doesn't like pressure, so keep that in mind moving forward. But Oban Elliott is definitely a gamer. He's a beast. He'll beat most of the guys he fights. I'm really excited for his fights moving forward. So yeah, moving on to another guy who I really like watching, Harry Hardwick. Man, he's a freaking animal. Like, he just loves to put volume out there, like elbows, knees, punches, kicks. Like, he's always throwing something. He's very, very entertaining. Was making it fun to watch. He beat Steve Amable. I'm surprised Steve Amable didn't get finished. Very tough. Apparently, he's never been finished. I can believe it with that chin and that toughness and that durability. Guy's a beast. We'll get into another guy who's very durable and tough later on, but Harry Hardwick, man, what a performance. Great win. I should have had more stake on him. I just didn't know because Steve Amable was so dangerous. But anyways, moving on. We cashed that. Moving on. We had Josh Reed, sorry, as an upset win by decision versus Ryan Shelley. But Ryan Shelley looked like a former version of himself. Sorry, he didn't look like anything like his former self in his last fight. He absolutely dominated Josh Reed, made him look amateurish. What a beautiful performance by Ryan Shelley. He's back on my radar. Definitely back invested into the Shelley brothers. Just will be more mindful of the younger brother. Josh Reed, wow, what a disappointment. True disappointment. That's all I gotta say about that. Moving on. James Webb. It was a very scary third round, but he got it done with pure heart, pure wrestling, and pure veteranship. Man, like James Webb is a gamer, and that was really exciting to watch. His wrestling, he really showed the young gun what it's all about in the higher levels, and I'm really happy that I was on the right side this time. Even though James screamed last time, he made up for it this fight. So cashed a 2-unit. I think we cashed a 2-unit parlay with him in it. Can't remember. But yeah, moving on, we had Colin Loughran versus Luke Shanks. Everyone's on Luke Shanks for some reason. Luke Shanks has no wrestling, and his striking isn't good. Colin's Lauren is mediocre striking, and he absolutely schooled Luke Shanks in striking. So, in my opinion, I think Colin's going to be a prospect moving forward, but he does have a few holes, but don't we all? But I think Colin definitely is one of the prospects of the night for sure. Luke Shanks definitely needs a lot of work, but I think he'll be back. Moving on, Mehdi Ben. Black Black Dar. Man, Mehdi Ben has to worry about it, keeping his chin protected, because I don't know. Someone's going to clip him and he's going to get knocked out because that chin is way too high, given he landed some good shots. But this guy, if he had any power, I think Mehdi Ben would have been knocked out. Great win for Mehdi Ben, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too critical, but I thought that was a little sus with his chin being so high. That's not a good look moving forward. It is what it is, though. We won, can't complain. 2-unit cash parlay and a 1-unit play as well, I believe. So can't complain. Moving on, the man who cashed all the parlays made a 9-unit day for Cage Warriors. Modestus Bukalkis absolutely dominated Lee Chadwick from range. Uh, Lee Chadwick had some good flurries, but it was mainly Modestus just dictating the range, dictating where the fight was going. Lee Chadwick tried to take him down, but couldn't. It was very much of what I saw in my head, and I'm very happy Modestus Bukalkis delivered, making me look smart. I love it. Moving on. We had James Sheehan I thought he would get the finish later on, but man, is Jamie Richardson tough. He's durable. He's a gamer. Definitely gonna consider that moving forward. He is. He does still treat it like a sport more than a fight, but it is what it is. James Sheehan, he's sus, but he is a beast. I'm gonna give it to him. He is a beast. And moving forward, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for him, but I don't think he'll do well against the highest levels of fighters. But maybe I don't know. He'll adapt and grow. Who knows? Only time can tell. Moving on to the main event. I was on Paul Hughes before, but due to my boy Norton MMA, he's very, very good at the UK scene predictions. I just left the ball in his court for the main event and and he told me Vucenic. He was very high on Vucenic. Vucenic had some all right moments, but it was one-way traffic, man. Paul Hughes was too much for him on the feet. He's going to be too much on the feet for a lot of people. I think he's a psychopath underlying because he has when he smiled at him when he knew he had him, it was things that only people with devious minds can do. And I think Paul Hughes is definitely a star. He looks a little bit like Ian Gary, but the more entertaining version. Definitely gonna keep my eye out on him. I think he'll be in the UFC next fight. Very happy for him. Great win. Surreal fight. And boy, I wanted to mention this. Jordan Vucenic is one tough human being. Most men would have quit. To be honest, I don't know if I would have been able to get through that. I probably wouldn't. I probably would have gone 2 or 3 rounds ago. He was hurt. I don't know how many times, and he just battled through it. What a warrior Jordan is. I have nothing but respect for both men. But yeah, cashed to 9 units on the card. Can't complain. I don't know how we did on predictions. Oh, can't complain. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 7, 3, 7, 3. You can't get mad about that. Anyways, guys, those are my recaps for those cards, and like, subscribe, and you know the drill. I'm sorry I didn't get any LFA video out for you guys. There's just a lot of fights that I didn't know how they would go, so it wasn't fair to you guys to give you guys assessments for guys that I don't really know. Um, Given I am on a roll so far in the card, I'm not gonna take back what I said. I do kind of regret not doing a video, but it wouldn't be the best video like I usually try to do. So, quality over quantity is like I always say. Anyways, guys, I'll see you soon for the next video. BKFC predictions, and I have LFA recap. So stay tuned.